When a person breaks down from the world, then he starts connecting with God. Whenever you start feeling proud of your personality, then take a round of the crematorium. If you ever have to walk alone in life, then do not be afraid, because man is alone on all these issues: crematorium, peak, and throne. Whenever you want to thank God, then feed a hungry person. Whenever you start feeling proud of your strength, then take a round of the old age home. Beautiful pictures are made from reflection, i.e. negative, so whenever you see darkness in your life, then understand that God is creating a beautiful picture of your future. The sweetness of victory is felt only when you drink the bitter sip of defeat. Whenever your head bows down with reverence, then press the feet of your parents. Change is the rule of the world. What you consider death is life. When life tests you, it does not leave you until you learn the lesson hidden in it. If time has snatched something, then time will give it back too. Just never let yourself be defeated by circumstances. In a moment you become the owner of crores, and in the next word you become poor. Yours, mine, small, big, mine, others. Leave everything, then everything is yours. Leave everything, then everything is yours, and you belong to everyone. Learn to change with time. Learn to change this time. Do not curse the compulsions. Learn to move on in all circumstances. Never make fun of anyone in life. Never put anyone down, because even if you are the most powerful, so there is someone more powerful than you, and that is time. When time changes, it changes even the best of things. When something happens according to your wish, then thank God that He gave so much importance to your wish. But when something doesn't happen according to your wish, then thank God even more, because now that work will happen according to His wish. I make mistakes every day, you hide it with your blessings. I am helpless with my habits. You are helpless with your mercy. You are the way I want, just make me the way you want. If you want to keep yourself from bad times, then one of the biggest advantages of bad times is that useless people leave you. Life is very unique whenever you feel like learning something. An atheist asked a believer, if you have a lot of faith in your God, then go and jump from a mountain. Let's see if your God saves you or not. The believer gave a very lovely answer, that it is my God's job to test me, it is not my job to test him. Life, your dreams are also amazing. You show the poor dreams of those palaces where the rich can't sleep. It is not everyone's capability to maintain relationships. You have to give up your happiness. Do not insult any poor person for someone else's happiness. He comes to your doorstep not just to beg for alms, but also to give blessings. The person comes according to his thinking. So is his story. Some keep guns for birds. Some keep water for birds. Not trusting everyone is more dangerous when two meet and there is no scope for a third. This is the mathematics of love. Whatever they will do on false things, those people will destroy you. When someone else takes your place in someone's life, then taking a step back is wisdom. An animal has desire and angels have intelligence, and a human has both. If he suppresses the intelligence, then he is an animal, and if he suppresses the desire, then he is an angel. If he takes relationships, then he is an angel. Remember one thing in relationships: whether the mistake is yours or mine, the relationship is ours. Every time you don't get property and gold and silver in inheritance, sometimes you also get responsibilities. At that time understand that God's grace is showered on you the most. When you start seeing your own shortcomings, as age passes, we start believing that parents were right about everything. What difference does it make if I do better than someone? It makes a lot of difference if I do better than someone. The day you understand that you yourself are responsible for your every victory, that day no one can stop you from being successful. If you worship, then learn to trust, learn to listen before speaking, learn to earn before spending, learn to try again before giving up, learn to maintain relationships before making them, learn to make someone laugh before crying, and learn to live freely before dying. If you want to live a happy life, then remember these things: forgive quickly, trust slowly, love, be firm in two things, stay away from two things, reward and tongue, stay away from quarrels and lawsuits. Man has seen the stars only when something is lost on earth. The relationships of this era have also become like this: if you don't raise your voice, so he also says no. Never make yourself addicted to anyone in life, because when such a person leads the company, the person falls apart. Those people break apart like mud walls, who trust others more than themselves. What difference does it make how we are? The person who has formed an opinion like that is us. Time alone is the king. Man shows pride in vain, everyone is scattered from inside and the body is being beautified. The body is just an inn, the soul is a guest. Consider the body as your own. Do not get attached to the fool, the one who does not know how to improve. Time improves him. Only 3 people wake me up early in the morning, mother hard work, and only other people wake me up, mother hard work and compulsions. It doesn't matter if love is not complete because this is love. There is no purpose. Sri Krishna says whatever happens, happens. It happens for good. Sometimes adverse circumstances come to make our present situation better. The mind is fickle, it wanders here and there and is the enemy of concentration of any work. But if it comes in the control of a person, then there is no better friend than this. That is why it is necessary to concentrate the mind, and to concentrate the mind, just a little effort and practice is needed. God says that for me there is no one hateful, no friend, no one dear, no one poor, no one rich, only those who remember me with devotion. I am theirs and they are mine. Sri Krishna says that he is not the creator of anyone's fate. Person writes his own fate. Whatever seed you sow, you will reap the same crop. Whatever work you do, you will get the same result. If the students study diligently, they will be successful in the examination. That is why the fate of every person will also change only when he does his work. Sri Krishna says that have you ever seen a farmer doing farming in the field? He irrigates it, sows it, protects the crop from animals and birds. But one thing he has to take special care of is that weeds should not grow in the field, because 1 or 2 be true to your words. Beware of 2 things, reward and tongue. Weeds can destroy the entire crop of the field. Similarly, if any child of the family turns out to be bad, then she destroys the entire family. That is why it is necessary to pay special attention in the upbringing of the child, because the child is that crop which can make the future of the family great or can bring down the family. Sri Krishna says that a person should always stay away from evil. If someone does a bad deed, then she has to suffer the consequences in her own life. Just like a calf finds a herd, similarly, the fruit of your deeds will find you even in a crowd of thousands. God resides in every particle. God resides in the heart of even the smallest creature. The experience of pain by that creature makes God feel pain. That is, how can you see your God happy by giving pain to any creature? The one who becomes a slave of Sri Krishna wishes his idol not to show such days. When Guru Raja comes in him, he wants to make his life successful by becoming the servant of his Krishna. The person who always keeps laughing and smiling, if he becomes different from his nature, that is, he starts being silent and sad, then understand that there is a pain in his heart. That pain has made him weak. The person who has all the wealth, riches, luxury, everything, but no satisfaction, that wealth has no meaning because that person always remains in a state of dissatisfaction. The one who has satisfaction remains satisfied even with little. Try all the friends and relatives. If you do not find money and someone to support you, who remembers the debt of the house, building, and shop, I don't know how people forget the debt of their parents. Image is visible in both speech and water. If the water is clean, the image is visible, and if the speech is sweet, the character is visible. You may or may not support in anger, but never betray anyone by staying with them. How people see you is not important, how you see yourself is important. This is a very simple introduction. Tears of life are the truth and smile is a drama of nature. Man has made many toys to pass time, still no one has ever done anything. I don't know why people keep playing with hearts considering them as toys. If a person is right, then even poverty can be happily spent with him, and if the person is wrong, then even richness can be spent with great difficulty. The viewpoint of people in the world is changing. The relationships of those who are lying are lasting, but the relationships of those who are telling the truth are breaking. Many people wear expensive watches, but very few people understand the value of time running in that watch. The way people consider it a virtue to give shoulder to a dead person, if in the same way we start considering supporting a living person as a virtue, then life will become easier. Don't think so much about life, the one who gave life must have also thought something. Meeting people does not happen without any reason, we learn a lesson from them. So, don't worry about anyone, Sri Krishna says. Don't expect your happiness from me when you see someone's pain. If you give happiness to someone even for a moment, then never worry about your pain. When you start tolerating both pain and bitter words, then understand that you have learned to live. Who is doing what? How is he doing it? Why is he doing it? The more you stay away from all this, the happier you will be. The person who tells everything in anger while crying is the truthful one. Because anger and crying force a person to speak the truth, don't expect much from anyone, because the more the attachment, the deeper is the wound. Glass and relationship both are fragile, but the only difference between the two is that glass breaks by mistake and relationship breaks by misunderstanding. I will bend where there is no mistake. I will not bend where there is no mistake, and I will not stop where there is no respect. Learn to walk alone, because no matter how truthful the city is, one day it shows you your place. Half the sorrows in life are caused by expecting from wrong people, so expect only from yourself. In the dark even your shadow leads you. So in such a situation, what will strangers do with you? We will give. The one who waits gets only as much as those who try leave. It is just a style of living. It is just a style of living. Keep it ignored. Someone has rightly said that the person for whom you are always present will never be able to understand your worth. Man has made many toys to pass time. Still, I don't know why people keep playing with hearts considering them as toys.